He was still coming that same 1982 style. Why you hurting? Why you mad? Made you look bad. You look like a roach jumping out of a book bag. Pill Clinton, pill Gates. What pill do you have to take to know that you made a mistake? I hit you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yo, what up? It's the Ronnie Ray Show. We back, man, with the segments. The segments, as always, man. The segment get off my chest. We got old rappers being hated on by really old ass rappers. We got remember the classics, Welcome Back Kotter, Random Lists, Janet Jackson videos, and much respect to our man Clarence Avant. So yo, sit back, relax, and enjoy. About to have a good time real quick. Starting now. Alright, off my chest, old rappers being hated on by really old ass rappers. I've been watching y'all, man. It's the 50 years, and you guys just don't know how to act sometimes. This is a celebration. This music was not supposed to be around, but yet and still, the attitudes come out. I'm gonna start with my man MC Shan. MC Shan is hating on Mr. Nas. Mr. Nas got nothing but love for MC Shan, but come on, man. First of all, MC Shan is a legend. He's the first rapper out of Queensbridge, worked with Molly Mall, the bridge that sparked the epic beef with South Bronx KRS-One. By MC Shan being a legend, he's entitled. He feels entitled. And he mad at Nas because Nas is putting on all these concerts and he inviting people and he ain't inviting him. He made MC Shan go to his phone and do some do some vlogging. No teeth and all, yelling at Nas. No teeth. And you know he was mad, leave them teeth over there, I'm gonna get him. Let me give it the phone. He going in on him. He like, Nas, you gonna need to call me. That nigga need to call me. Man, I don't give a damn. I invented this shit. You need to call me. I don't give a fuck about his accolades. He need to call me. He like, damn, I need to call him. And I'm like, this dude is pissed. He's like, fuck that nigga. He need to call me. He kept saying it. MC Shan is like 10 years older than me. This dude looks like he's 75. We love him though. We love Shan. Then we go to Melly Mel. Melly Mel, first and foremost, Melly Mel hates any rapper that was born after 1965. I believe this. Melly Mel is an icon. Melly Mel is an icon. Melly Mel has some of the dopest rap songs and rap. He has the message. He has white lines. He has Beat Street Breakdown. Beat Street Breakdown, sight unseen and voices unheard. And finally the bomb gets to like, probably one of the greatest half bars in the history of half bars. People consider Melly Mel the GOAT, the greatest of all time. And so does Melly Mel. Melly Mel don't care. Melly Mel talking shit to everybody. He like, I'm hearing out there, they talking about who the top 5 rappers of all time. I hate that question. Who the top 5? Ain't no top 5 niggas. Ain't top 5 niggas out there. He saying it's the flat. But he talking about rappers, 5 great rappers. I'm the best rapper. I don't care who the other 4 are. I was like, damn, this dude ain't dropped a hit in 40 years. And he's still talking shit. That's confidence. But man, you can be confident and not be an asshole too. We need him not to be an asshole because, like I said, he don't respect no rapper that was born after 1965. He doesn't. Method Man said it on one of the podcasts I was watching. Man, I was out. We did a show. I'm backstage. I tried to shake his hands. He put his hand out. Method Man like 6'4". Like, how you gonna miss Method Man's hand? Dude, he said, dude just walked past him like he wasn't even there. I was like, damn. He said, but I still love him, man. He's an icon, man. But dude, you don't need to be a jerk. But what brought this on, Melly Mel really doesn't like Eminem. Cause he tried to make it sound good, but it's just obviously, it's just hate, man. Eminem got the spot because he was white. He said it just like that, because he was white. I'm like, damn. Eminem, to me, has more respect for rap music than any artist that I know. Or he's a student of the game. He can rap their raps just as good as they do. He rapped one of Ice-T's joints. Ice-T ain't even know he did that shit. Like, I did that? That's how much respect Eminem has for the game. But Melly Mel said the ultimate thing. I think this is what pissed Eminem off. He was on Black. Black was like, yeah, you say you can beat Eminem in the battle. He like, easy, easy. That'll be the easiest thing I ever do. And I was like, oh, man, come on. You don't do this guy. Eminem's a sensitive cat. You know, he already in there. He got to fight for everything. It's crazy, but he got to get him. He got to do something. There's only so much you can take. I heard Lord Jamal was like, man, you better take that hit and whatever. No, man. It's only so many times you get slapped in the head, man. You got to say something. Eminem couldn't take it no more. He jumped on the track with his new R, Easy Mill, and he like, I'm going to say something. I ain't going to go crazy. I ain't going to do a whole song. I'm just going to say one thing. We lost Melly Mel to roids, as in steroids. The Melly Mel walk around like he county swole. Melly Mel like, okay, you want to kick it off? Oh, he flipped the table up like, the legend has returned. And he goes into the booth and he started dropping the bars. I don't know if that was a song or a verse. It's like a minute and a half. I forget it's 40 years later when he's on the mic. I thought he had kind of like smoothed it out, but he was still coming that same 1982 style. Why you hurting? Why you mad? Made you look bad. You look like a roach jumping out of a book bag. It's the legend. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, man, you coming at this guy who's a damn killer. Come on, Melly Mel, bring some more heat. And he waited to the end. He dropped it. He was like, yeah, Pill Clinton, Pill Gates. What pill do you have to take to know that you made a mistake? I hit you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, man, I love Melly Mel. I love Eminem. You know what it looked like to me? I remember watching Mike Tyson versus Larry Holmes. I think Larry Holmes lost like one fight. Yeah, like, man, Larry Holmes gonna give him a go. He might beat Mike Tyson. He got in the ring with Mike Tyson and it was like, it's over. He ain't even, so he said, let's get ready to rumble. Like, man, just stop the fight now. It was just different. It's different. Different guys with different eras. But I'm gonna say this about these hip hop legends. They apologize, man. They apologize, man. Melly Mel's ego is too big, so he's not gonna wholeheartedly apologize. He ain't gonna admit that he lost. He's gonna, you know what? It's the 50 years of hip hop. We don't need to be doing this. So I'm sorry. Like it wasn't sincere at all. I'm sorry or whatever. MC Shan, I finally apologize. You know why? Because Nas gave me a call. And that's how it should be, man. It's 50 years of hip hop, man. 50 years, celebrate it right, man. Get along with each other, fellas, because this music wasn't supposed to be around at all. So, yo. Next second. All right. Remember the classics. We're going back September 9th, 1975. ABC TV, man. Welcome Back Kotter comes on. The theme song comes on. Boom, 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 boom. Welcome back. Man. They put that song on the radio. They put that on the radio before it comes out. So people at least know the theme song when it comes on. The show is about Mr. Gabe Kotter. Gabe Kotter returning back to the school to teach his old class. And that's the thing. Welcome back to the school you used to teach at. And that's what it was. I'm about probably 1 year old. 1 year old in premiere, so I can't tell you how the feeling was. But I remember that show being big. I remember everybody sitting around TV watching. Even though I was a little kid, I kind of still got the noggin. Characters on the show: Gabe played by Gabe Kaplan, Juan played by Robert Hugginson, I remember his name. Yeah, Judy played by Marcy Stressman. Yeah, Arnold played by Ron Palillo. Yeah, Mr. Woodman played by James Sylvester White. Young people were great, but my favorite characters on this show is Mr. Lawrence Hilton Jacobs from Cooley High and my man John Travolta. And this is the standout star. John Travolta was the standout star as Barbarino, man. Favorite episodes: California Dreaming. This girl Bambi came into town. Everybody was trying to get at her. Benny became a priest. Classic. The Sweathogs when they started the gang. That was funny. When Gabe became a comedian, funny as hell. Any episode with Cavelli and Murray. Cavelli and Murray. The dude that played Roger Rabbit's voice was Cavelli, and that shit was hilarious. He just had this hype man on the side of him. Cavelli. He is so funny, dog. But the best episode on the show is the telethon. The telethon, they needed $600 to get school supplies. And they had a thing in the classroom where they did this whole show. It was just a fun show. It was a fun show, and it worked. Anytime John Travolta did the Barbarino song, I was in, dog. Only thing I disliked about the show, when John Travolta left the show, it wasn't funny no more. They were reaching for shit. I'm like, okay, they got jobs and it's okay for them to leave school and all this, and they still not getting it. Like, what kind of teacher is Gabe? You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't funny no more. But the great impact about the show, what I liked about the show, again, when John Travolta left, it was the birth of a star. Back then, 1970, late 70s, he was the it guy. He was it. He did a movie called Carrier first, then he does Saturday Night Fever, gets nominated for an Oscar, then that summer Grease comes out. And he's the biggest star in the world. And I remember watching him talk about, before Welcome Back Kotter came on, he went to go see Cooley High with my guy, with the dude that played Boom Boom Washington, Lawrence Hilton Jacobs. And he was like, man, I want that attention. I want that. And that's what he went and got, man. He was the biggest star of that little era. I think just before, he was the guy until Eddie Murphy came. I'll say that. Welcome Back Kotter. Funny show. Didn't like the ending of it, but the beginning is low to laughs, man. Shout out to everybody that passed away. Marcy played the wife. Arnold passed away. Epstein passed away. Mr. Woodman passed away. All these guys, man, and they just gave us laughs. So thank God we got Pluto or whatever, Tubi. that they're on. You can watch it anytime, man, and then revisit them, man. Great nostalgia TV. Welcome back, Kotter. Thank you. Next segment. All right, Random Bless, here we go. I did miss these videos. I did a Michael Jackson video. I did Busta Rhymes. Now I'm going to Miss Janet Jackson. That's right. One of the women that I love more than anybody in the world. Janet Jackson want to get married at 95. I'm right there on my knee. I'll say that. Top 13 Janet Jackson videos. Where you going? Number 13, Let's Wait a While. Let's Wait a While was hot. Bruce Leroy was in it. I was a kid. I'm like, yo, this is great. You know what I'm saying? I like this. You know, black and white, dope song. I get older. One of my favorite slow songs ever. Number 12, I'm going with Black Cat. Black Cat, live at concert. She shot the video, and I was at there. I don't think you're gonna see me at the concert. It was like about 15,000 people, but I was there. Like, we all ready to shoot the video? I'm like, yeah. Number 11, Runaway. Runaway. It took me forever to figure out how they did it. You know what I'm saying? The making of it. She jumping all on the pyramids and buildings. I'm like, how are they doing that? And then I was introduced to the green screen from that. Loved it. Loved the outfit she had on. And one of my ex-girlfriends used to love that song, so that's what made me really get into it. So yo, number 10, Don't Stop. This is sick. Don't do 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 boom. Man, come on, that it go hard in the paint, yo. It go hard in the paint. In the videos of black out in the city and they dancing, and that's just so dope to me, man. Number 9, Anytime, Any Place. Too smooth, too hot for TV, man. It's too hot for TV. I'm like, all right, they got another verse. I'm like, the first verse was hot. I'm like, she got 2 more verses of this shit. She getting more negative than negative. Negative. That's a word, negative. I love that damn video, man. That video's hot. I need to put it up more on the chart. But yo, number 8, Doesn't Really Matter. Doesn't really matter. I like this song. I think that's a happy ass song. Dude, when I'm riding, I remember moving to California with that, and we riding across the country. Whenever that song came on, I'm trying to go 100 miles per hour. When they, you know what I'm saying? That shit go, you be like, that last Jimmy Jam was like, boom, man, speed that up. They sped it up. I was like, yeah. Number 7, Miss You Much. It was the comeback, the song right after Control. So she came in with this, and it was just cool. We were dancing, dun, dun, you know what I'm saying? They were killing it, man. It was on the Rhythm Nation short film, and it worked out. I liked it, man. You like know she was back. They did the hat thing at the end, threw the hat on the shoe. I was like, yeah. She was like, the hat on the shoe. And number 6, That's the Way Love Goes. I think this is her biggest song ever, chart-wise. It was her comeback from the Rhythm Nation album, the Janet album that hit. And this is the first song. It was just before Poetic Justice came out, so we were waiting to hear it. All the ladies in it. Then I got like 2 fly girls. I forgot the one girl name, but Jennifer Lopez was in it. And I remember Jennifer Lopez got big. Everybody, look at Jennifer Lopez. I'm like, it's Janet Jackson video. What the hell y'all talking about? Number 5, I'm going I Get So Lonely, man. I don't know, man. I love that damn song, man. She come out and she got the cleave out. The cleave is out. The cleave is out. Janet Jackson's showing cleave, man. And then the song is just addictive. I remember I work in a phone company, and all we could play is the radio in the truck, and that song came on at least 3 times an hour. But by the time my first week was over, I knew that song backwards and forwards. Then I saw the video, I was like, yeah. So yo, number 4 is If. I didn't know that many samples in that song, but dude, incredible. The choreography was crazy. You learned about FaceTime on there before it really hit. And I'm like, yeah, Janet Jackson's killing it. That's a supreme sample, dude. That go hard in the paint. They went across the thing. I was like, yo, that's dope. Number 3, I'm going, All Right, number 3. This is high as hell on my list because I was there again at that same concert. I saw Black Cat. They debuted the version with Heavy D on it. And the choreography in this video is crazy. She's dancing. Then Cab Calloway pop at the end. They threw up the Heavy D and being thick as a milkshake and big as a cornflake. Man, I'm like, man, you know how special I felt, man? This is a world premiere. We were there, dog. Number 2, I'm going Pleasure Principle, man. Pleasure Principle. Didn't care for it at first when I was young. I'm like, I don't know what she's saying. But you watch it like, yo, I'm going to show y'all I can dance too. And the thing was, because Paula Abdul was was the choreographer for all the other videos, Paula left, and they like, you can't do it without Paula. She's like, I'm going to show y'all I'm going to do this without Paula. And she went on and did it, man. That's dope as hell. She had the loft. She was dancing. Janet Jackson was killing it, man. Honorable mentions, all for you. She looked great in the video. I just don't like the song. What have you done for me lately? Yeah, I liked it. That should be on here. That's probably 14, 15, but we ain't already did 13. She got a lot, man. She has just got that much work that I missed a lot of good ones. So, yo, number one, Rhythm Nation. Dude, I did the whole Soldier thing. Totally different than whatever the hell you expected from that. And I'm like, yo, she killing it. They were killing it, man. That's what you talk about, choreography, man. That was a great, entertaining video. My favorite video by Janet Jackson is Rhythm Nation. So, yo, what do you think, huh? What is your favorite Janet Jackson video, huh? Dream Street, huh? Let me know. And again, if you don't like my list, write your own damn list. That's how we gonna end this, because I'm sick of y'all, man. That should have been, no. Write your own damn list, man. Love you, Janet Jackson. Next segment. Much respect segment goes to a man that was born February 25th, 1931. Music executive, businessman, film producer, Mr. Clarence Avant, a.k.a. the Black Godfather. The Black Godfather. Clarence Avant began his career in the music business in the 1950s. He was the manager of a store called Teddy P. He began to manage R&B acts like Little Willie John. Then he went on and did jazz greats like Sarah Vaughan. This dude was working. Everybody knows this guy, man. So later on, Mr. Clarence Avant, he went and did on Venture Records Incorporated, which was affiliate of MGM Records. So he was in charge of a lot of the black acts on the show, all the black acts that went through MGM. In 1969, was it Sadsec Records? He went to that, signing acts like my man, the great Bill Withers. Bill Withers, like, man, I was just fixing on planes, and this guy comes, you can see, and he put him in. 1971, he's the first African-American to own an FM radio station. This in Los Angeles, he was that guy. He began being an executive producer of films with this movie called Save the Children by Paramount Pictures. Along with all that, Clarence Avant is the guy everybody needs to see. He was the mentor to everyone that's black and famous. Everybody you can name. You can name them all. Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, when they got they did because of that. He helped Lionel Richie out. He's Quincy Jones' friend. He knew Whitney Houston. Ludacris even knew him. Jamie Foxx knows him. L.A. and Babyface probably didn't get they deal with Clive Davis if it wasn't for this guy. Clarence Avant is the man in between the man. That's why they call him the Godfather. And people are like, well, what did he do? What did he do? I'm guilty of it too. That's why I had to look him up. I'm like, what does this guy do? He is the guy who introduced you to the guy. He introduced great people with other great people so they could do great things. I'm like, yo, that's the dude. Man, you gotta call Clarence. I don't trust you, call Clarence. And we would love to meet him. So a seminar yesterday, and we saw Mr. Robert Townsend. Robert Townsend brought his name up on the whim. He was the guy that every black performer, even black Barack Obama and Bill Clinton, with Clarence Avant. He was the guy. Unfortunately, Clarence Avant passed away August 13th, 2023, man. He was a celebrity. Rest in peace to the Black Godfather, Mr. Clarence Avant. Thank you for putting so many great people with the great people to do great things. That's it. That's the end of the show. We're done. Not bad, I say so, man. Good times, man. Subscribe now. Subscribe, man. What the hell y'all doing? If y'all got this far, subscribe to the show. We doing big things, man. We making it happen, man. Shout out to Lamo. We are done, man. And remember, do it and it's done. Do it and it's done. See you next time.